Okay, guys, congratulations to our guys. Obviously, it's an excellent football team. It was a little bit different approach that we both took, but I thought there was a lot of resilience and grit on display. Really proud of the way that our team finished the game. I thought Carson Wentz made a bunch of plays, with his legs, obviously made some big plays with his arm. I thought Tutu Atwell had a couple huge plays down the stretch, too. The two-point conversion, the fourth down conversion, even just forcing them to run off some clock on the little bubble that he caught on the third down. I was proud of our guys, and then I thought the defense did an excellent job. Rush East really showed up, prevented some big plays. Thought our rush was being able to get home. They're the 1 seed for a reason. They're really good. You can see that, and we'll see where this thing leads. But we know that we're going to Detroit next week. We're really excited about that opportunity. Really happy for Puka Nacua. God, that was frustrating to try to figure that out. We after the first drive thought we would be able to do that. And I thought our guys just did a great job. But for him to be able to break both of those records is such a credit to this team, but also his consistency and his body of work over a 17-game season. I'm really happy for him. As far as injuries are concerned, Jordan Fuller got his ankle pretty early on. I'll have some more information when we connect next. And then Troy Reeder tweaked his knee. Neither one of those guys was able to return, but that's really all I have for you. But excited to be able to figure out whether we play Saturday or Sunday and, get to work on Detroit.
You're well aware of the subplots of Stafford going back to Detroit, Jared, playing for the Lions. What's that going to be like for you in a matchup against a guy you coached and had a lot of success with?
Yeah, I think it's an excellent opportunity. I mean, they're a really good football team, Gary. All those narratives are fun, but it's going to be about the Lions versus the Rams. They've done a great job earning a home playoff game, winning their division. They're excellent in all three phases, and like I said, I'm really excited about Matthew leading us. He's done a great job this year. Proud of this football team, and let's see if we can put together our best game plan, put together a great week of preparation, and then let's see if we can go put it together for all 4 quarters, let it all hang out, and see what the hell happens.
Sean, I know that Goff has talked about how after the trade he got to talk to you and that he gained closure there, but athletes obviously look at whatever, right? They look for any source of inspiration.
Sure.
How do you think your history, might affect this matchup?
I think if there's anything, I have more appreciation for him, as time goes on. He's nothing but a class act, and man, did he do a lot of really good things here for us, and he's done great stuff for them. There's a reason why they're in this position. We're going to go do the best that we can, Dylan, to go try to play a good, clean game and try to be able to come away with the win, but they've been an excellent offense, and he's done a great job orchestrating it, he and Coach Johnson, and obviously Coach Campbell. But I think those are fun narratives, but there's nothing but appreciation and gratitude from me. You guys know there's different things that occurred, but there's nothing but good vibes on my end, and we're going to go in there and we know we're going against an excellent football team.
Is there any kind of visceral, emotional reaction to just the idea of a guy that you have that much history with, quarterback with the other team?
I don't get too caught up in that. I think it's really about our team versus their team. There's some familiarity, just like he has familiarity with us. I think there's going to be a lot of fun external narratives, but it really is going to be about us as a football team going there and trying to play good complementary football and put it all together. And this is why you do it. These are awesome opportunities. The atmosphere and the environment we all know is going to be great, and that's what NFL playoff football is about. And, I'm excited to just figure out whether we're playing on Saturday or Sunday.
Change anything else about your operation today? And then also it looks like Carson was getting the run game integrated into the run a little
Yeah,
bit.
we did. What we did today, because we went off a wristband, Mike LaFleur did a great job calling it today. And I was so, Mike has been instrumental. There was some operational things relative to using the wristband, the comfort, the familiarity there. I mean, I have so much confidence in Mike. He could do that, but that was what we felt like was the best approach. We'll go back to our standard normal operating procedures next week, but I can't say enough good things about what Carson did with the overall operation, Jordan, and Mike LaFleur is such a stud. I mean, he has been, so instrumental in all the good things that have occurred offensively, the way that he's helped me, the way that he's been able to lead our operation with the coaches and the players, and he is a stud, and I'm really grateful for him, and he did an awesome job today.
Was it still you calling the fourth down go situations, or was that?
Yeah, no, we always do it together, and I was proud of him. I'm always, super impressed with just the way that he handles himself. He's so even keeled, and really, I might be sending it in, but he's had a lot of timely suggestions and different things like that. And then if he did a great job. I'm really happy for him, Jordan.
Any concerns about the missed extra
You know what? I want to go back and look at it. Obviously, yeah, I'm not, excited about that. But we'll go look. We'll look and see what occurred, and then we'll be able to make our decisions accordingly. It was a little bit windy down there, but those are things that we want to be more consistent with. And as we know, that's been a challenge for us.
Was today, for you guys and maybe for the 49ers, as much about not playing your hand, not showing anything that with the thought that you may see them down the road?
Yeah, I mean, we were very regulated in regards to the game planning, but you still want to be able to, these guys put their heart and soul into it, Gary, and so I think it was really important, for us to go out, give them an opportunity to play well, good, clean football in all three phases. They were doing the same thing while also trying to say, let's try to stay as healthy as we possibly can, and then, you got to be totally in the moment. You got to earn the right to be able to have the opportunity to come back here, but to say that there was anything that we think that we would do in the divisional round that we ran today is accurate. We were very vanilla in our approach. That's why some of the operational things we adjusted, but it still was geared towards what we thought was best for our players and for, the way they went out today, and I was really happy for those guys. And like you guys know, I've said all along, I love this football team. I love the mental and the physical toughness that they display week in and week out, and it's going to be a key and critical factor for us next week. Okay? Oh, yeah.
Like, was it the 49ers kind of just like...
They did a great job at the end. I thought it was the football gods telling me, man, this is not how you do it. I mean, this is, I've believed in the integrity of the game. And, it was one of those deals that you want to give him an opportunity to get that because of what he put himself in a position for. But when you start getting outside the framework of operating how you normally would, it was almost like they're looking and saying, hey, you know what, you know better. And then I thought that first drive where Mike did a good job mixing it up. The ball naturally came to him, and then the one to be able to get the last catch record was a heck of a catch on a screen where he got vertical right away. But I was really pleased with Carson, and credit the Niners. They had an understanding of what we were trying to do, particularly at the end of the half, and they did a good job of preventing that. So happy for all those guys, and now here we go. Thanks, guys.
feel it in the morning. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. You know, it's been over a year for me since I got game action, and it's been a weird, obviously, season for me, but I had a lot of fun out there. It was fun to get the win, especially, but just playing with these guys. Some of the guys I've been, taking practice reps with on scout team, different faces out there, but we all had a lot of fun, and getting the win was even nicer.
You made it clear to us that when you're going to go in, you're going to go all in on this. And you guys were running design runs, things like that today. What was that like for you, and really hitting full send on this?
Yeah, it felt like my college days a little bit again. But no, I knew once that kind of was part of the game plan potentially this week, I was excited. I was excited. Any way we can find a way to get a win. I've always kind of had that competitive kind of mindset over the years, kind of had to be smart with that. But today it was, let's go do this thing, and I had fun doing it.
Did you think that you'd be leading the game and team in rushing?
I wasn't planning on it, nor was I hoping that would be the case. But no, I think that was just kind of the way of the game, and we had some. It helped with the way they were playing some stuff, soft coverage to just get an extra blocker, and hopefully my big butt come rolling through there. So it was fun. Guys did a great job opening those holes, and we had fun out there.
What was going through your mind as you guys were trying to get Puka those records today?
Don't do anything dumb. We just kind of thought, it should come naturally. It was pretty sweet to get that first touchdown for him. I think he needed one more yard at that point, though. So, but no, it was fun. I've never got a chance to play with him too. So to see him in person, the plays he made. Obviously, we missed a couple. Him and I, definitely on me. But it was fun to see that, and just kind of, I felt like a weight was lifted off my shoulder. I knew that was a big responsibility of me to help him get that record. So, pretty impressive kid, impressive record. Obviously, you guys have probably seen it for a while. It's been standing. So, impressive for him and happy for him.
To get this win in a rivalry game, what did that feel like, especially getting the last touchdown and the 2-point conversion?
Yeah, I mean, it felt like football again. For starters, I've barely been here, so to feel the sense of the rivalry is different. But that's a good football team over there, and we'll see if we run into each other again. But it was fun to go down there, not only get the touchdown, but then get the 2-point conversion and see the defense get some stops like that. So it was big. We knew. We were playing some backups. They were playing some backups. It's a different type of ball game, but anytime you come away with a win in this league, it's a good time.
As a veteran quarterback, what's it going to be like, you think, for next week? It'll be interesting with Matthew going back to Detroit and Jared facing his former team.
Yeah, that'll be fun for those guys. I'll be there. I'll be there helping Matthew prepare all week, and I'm excited for him. It'll be a good time, and I think ever since I've been here, I've had a ton of respect for Matthew from afar, but coming here and seeing it in person, he's a heck of a player, the way he prepares is fun to see. So I'm excited for him, and I'll be there in full force on the sideline.
From your standpoint, what's it like though when you're a guy going back to your former team? And that's got to be kind of interesting to see it on both sides of both quarterbacks.
Yeah, I mean it comes with some different emotions for sure. I think it can maybe leading up to it, but once the game starts, it's just football, and he's been in big moments before. Obviously, he's played a lot of good football in big moments, so I think he'll do a great job.
Rob Havenstein mentioned that you did a double take when you first came in the huddle because you're eye level, basically, with a lot of the O-linemen in there.
Yep.
What was the huddle operation like? What were those guys like with you?
Huddle's good. Ever since I got here, it's been quick, fast and furious getting to know these guys, but guys have welcomed me really well, and I thought the huddle operation was great. It's not my first rodeo, and so a lot of these guys, the same thing. So it was fun kind of getting in there, and then, we cycled him out and had some other guys come in and make some good plays as well. So it was cool to get other guys involved and on the field today, and I thought guys did a great job.
Your focus obviously was just on helping the Rams win today, but do you feel like you put some stuff on tape for teams for next season looking for a quarterback?
Yeah, we'll see. I wasn't really thinking that. For me, it was a long time coming just to get to play again, and for me, halfway through this year, I was still at home. And so just was chomping at the bit to get a chance to play. And obviously the Rams gave me the call, and I've just been here helping this team win and find a way to get better. And I got a chance today to go out and compete, and I had a lot of fun with it.
8-9 weeks ago, when you made that transition, you're at home, to where you are now. I mean, you could have been on a team that's out of the playoffs right now, but to be a part of this game and to be part of the playoffs, can you enjoy that journey?
Absolutely. It was a weird year, being at home and all those things, but not only just to be a part of this team, but a winning culture, and just see how it's done from, it's a very different system for me. It's a lot of different things. It's a really young team, which has brought a lot of the joy back in the game because we got guys that are just having so much fun out there. A lot of these rookies, you can just see the joy that they play this game with. And, sometimes when you get older and you become a veteran, it can just be kind of monotonous, and some of that can kind of come with it. So seeing the joy that these guys are playing with and the energy has really kind of, revitalized the game a little bit, just seeing it from a different lens. And so it's been fun, and I'm thankful that I've been here. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. How was your Sunday?
Pretty good. The Rams won, so that's always a great Sunday. Yeah, I can't stop smiling.
Puka, when you're in it and you know what's in front of you and you're like a yard short, how do you stay present? How did you guys keep focused on the game itself as well as, a significant thing your teammates seem to really cherish was getting you that record?
Yeah, I guess just trying to find it in the rhythm of the game, and just everybody it feeling like it was as much as it will say Puka Nacua. I feel like I wish it could say everybody, all 11 guys up there, because it really takes all 11, and they should all feel that award just as much as I am, because without the guys in the front, without obviously we have Matthew, but then with Carson out there and everybody involved, it was sweet, and just to feel the enjoyment and from everybody it made it more sweet.
What was it like to see your mom after you?
That was super sweet. I saw my mom at the beginning of the game, and we were able to have a moment. So it was cool for her to be here, just in this environment. I think the last time we were here, my older brother Kai was on the team, and for the 49ers, not the Rams. But so it was kind of just a moment that hit me earlier in the game, and it was a full moment, a full circle moment of just experiencing it all. And I'm glad my family was able to be here to experience it with
Can
me.
you describe that first touchdown, and did you think at that point that was the record?
I was glad I caught it. Oh man, it was a great call. I was excited because I was like, oh, this is an opportunity for me to go get a touchdown first. But then it was right in the sun, and I was like, oh, just don't be the one to drop. It's just like the one thing. It's like when you're playing the football outside, you know what side is going to be the sun, and that was it. And I was like, oh, just don't. Luckily, it fell right out of the sun at the last second. I was able to track, and I was like, oh man, I did think it was the record, but then nobody was celebrating with me, and I was like, wait, so what happened? I was just so lost at that moment. I was on the floor. I slipped a little bit, but it was to catch the touchdown it was sweet too. It was just a nice little cherry on top.
Puka, so much has happened to you and for you this year. Is it a bit overwhelming at times to think about?
Definitely. I'm not. I am in like the social media area of a kid, but it's definitely weird, just being able to refresh some of the social media sites and just see number 17 or something about Rams football, and just kind of seeing myself, and it definitely is not normal. It hasn't been registered as being normal, so sometimes, but. I try not to indulge in too much of that. Warzone takes a lot of my time, so that's good. But it's more of a blessing than anything, because it's me being able to play football, and it highlights my teammates as well. So it's super sweet.
Puka, you gave your mom looked like the record-setting ball post game. I guess what did that mean to you to be able to do that, and two, when there are mementos or memorabilia like that, is there a special place that she puts those things for you?
Yeah, I hope. I know my mom was able to get my touchdown record-breaking balls in high school, and I was able to break a couple records there in high school. So I don't know. There's definitely a room downstairs that's got a bunch of old Pee Wee football trophies and some of my other brother's gear and stuff like that as well. So I don't know where it'll go in the ranking. I think my brother Kai's got some gear that'll be sweet and always rank up there because it's the first one. But hopefully I'll make the wall somewhere.
As you got into the second half, were you getting a little bit impatient in terms of let's just get this thing done, or
kind of not really, and it was so exciting to just like be still just like in part of the game and the flow and just trying to find that. It's like everybody we could and the other guys in the team were aware of it too because we had that halftime series right before halftime and they were all super excited that they didn't allow it. So I was actually really hoping that they would be out there too, so I was able to get those couple catches against those guys. But it was still sweet and just to find it in the flow of the game and then TJ number 16 who was able to come in was able to score that drive. So it was sweet and the Rams won again. So that was it.
When you say the Rams won again, how would you describe this team as a 6 seed but winners of 7 of 8?
I guess it's just the Rams. That's just the culture that Coach McVay has built and the confidence that our leaders have been able to brew within this team, and it's been super sweet. John Johnson's back there in the locker room, and he's one of the veteran guys, and he's talking about when's the last time we had just beat the 49ers here, and it was a while ago. I think I was maybe a freshman or sophomore in high school, but for them to set the example for us young guys and for us to be able for them to allow us to kind of grow into our own has been sweet because I feel like we're hitting our stride and we're connecting as a team more than ever right now. So it feels good and we're hitting our stride and we're just getting started.
Puka, the NFL's been around for a long time. Is it sinking in what you've accomplished today and also over the course of the season to do something no one's done before in NFL history?
Yeah, today actually for the first time I was looking at just some pictures of my family. My dad started coaching my little brothers on a Green Bay Packers team in Las Vegas. So that's also kind of part of the reason I was a Packers fan. But just looking at family pictures and just wishing that my dad could be here to watch this moment and this game because knowing that my family is going to be out here. But just feeling like a calmness and a peaceness over because he was watching him and my grandma. I know were up there. And I hope they get to watch every game, but they were out there enjoying this one with me because there was a peace and calmness throughout the game that I was able to feel that was different from other ones, and I know they were out there with me, so it was sweet. Thank you.
Congratulations.